I'm all for a good thought experiment, but let me just tell you that the men I've spoken to who would never coerce a woman, these questions don't cross their mind. The questions I get from those men are more along the lines of, what would make a man do that? What childhood wounds does this man have? What's causing him to treat a woman this way? Because in their mind, this is just unthinkable. They really don't understand this because they just don't think that way. They're not gonna say, well, if she's lying to him, how could he know? They're gonna say, how could he not know? So I'm gonna tell a story and then I'm gonna ask a question at the end. You don't have to answer it. This is for all men who maybe want to answer this question for themselves privately. I had a kid who, when they were little, would push me on everything. If I said no, they would always, but mom. And then I would have days when I was exhausted, I'm worn out, and I don't have time to deal with this shit. And I'll just give them whatever they want that day. They would skip off happy as can be because they got what they wanted. Fast forward to the teenage years, we've had conversations about consent and respect. And now, when they get a little huffy with me and like, mom, they recognize it pretty quickly. But even in times when they don't, we both are having a bad day, they push and I give in, they will come to me later, realizing what they did. And they'll say, oh shit, mom, I really pushed you into that, didn't I? Okay, they don't say shit, I added that. But in both instances, they knew that I didn't want to do whatever it was they were asking of me because I had told them no already. Now, I'm really proud of my kid when they come to me and apologize and acknowledge what they did. But that's not the end of it. I now have to make sure that they're not going to go out into the world and do that with other people. So the question you need to ask yourself is not, how could I know she didn't want to do it? The question you need to ask yourself is, why didn't I know she didn't want to do it? Do I know that she wants to do it? Am I a small child who can't take no for an answer? Or am I a mature adult who recognizes when someone doesn't want to do something and I don't push them? Am I a mature lover who is in tune with my partner and I know for sure whether they want to do something before I even get started? And in case this wasn't obvious, your wife is not your mother, and it's not her job to help you understand whether or not you're coercing her and how to stop doing it in the future.